Hey Orchinistas, welcome to the channel Forever Orchids. I have a little problem today, a little problem child. I have this orchid right here. This is Cattleya. Well, actually this is, oh, it's hard to read the tag here. I have two of them. It's BC. So BC Teresa Ritchie. This is BC Hippodama crossed with Cattleya Aclandii. This is a spotted uh, not really a primary hybrid. Aclandii is a species, and Hippodama, I think, has Aclandii in it as well. Anyway, the problem child here is it's lots of dead roots on it, but it's growing like this. See the rhizome here? You can look at it better this way. See the pattern of growth, the rhizome here? And it's growing up out of the pot that it was in. It constantly falls over, drives me insane, because this is a better grow orchid, 4-inch pot. I bought two of them. This is one of them. Lots more pseudobulbs on this one here. This one is growing in lots of different directions, but they put styrofoam down in the bottom. So when it's dry, the plant being it's dry, it's easily tipped. This one especially was tipping over constantly. So it ended up yesterday just falling out in the floor. And I'm like, that's it. I've had enough of this thing falling over. And I decided we're going to mount it today. Well, not really mount it. We're going to pot it up today. I'm still getting some dry, dead roots off of it that are still falling off as I am messing with the plant, trying to figure out what I'm going to do with it. So I've looked at different mounts that I have, and I have decided I believe I'm going to put it in this here. This is a little basket that I made out of wine cork stoppers, and I think the plant would look really nice in here. Let me get it in here. And I could put it in here just like this, fill this up with media, and I'm done. Because Aclandii likes a lot of air movement, it likes to be mounted. This also has Brassavola nodosa in it, and they like to be mounted. I could easily mount this in here, and it would be just fine. It would look great too. This just happens to be a problem child. Stands up just fine. I don't need to repot this one quite yet. So what we're going to do is just quickly pot this up. I've got two little extra wine corks. I actually have a whole box full of wine corks. I could fill the whole thing up with wine cork if I wanted to, but I'm just going to leave these in here. It's not going to hurt anything. And what I have here is some bark. Now, I have not soaked this bark. I like to soak my bark when I found out that the first few waterings, your bark, Orchiata bark, is going to repel water. So I have not soaked this. I'm trying to do a quick video here and go ahead and get this done and out of my hair. And so what I'm going to do is I'll pot this up, and then I will just soak the whole thing, and hopefully it will be good and it won't fall apart. I've got perlite, charcoal, Orchiata bark, and it's the larger perlite, sponge rock, larger perlite in here. And there's actually, I had a very small bag of coconut core, just little chunks of that. I went ahead and emptied the bag into here, and this is my mix that I'm going to put in here. And I'm not even sure that I need to put any on the bottom. I could put a little bit, I guess. I don't need to. Just enough to kind of set the plant on here. And it's just going to be really quick here. Now I do have a new root tip here, but it has gotten broken here. This little part of the vellum right here, that is right here, is going to end up probably turning brown. Hopefully though, it will not kill the entire root. This root is long enough that it could branch. In fact, this little dead tip right here could go on and push out new root tips. especially when I'm going to soak this in sea kelp extract. I like to soak a lot of my orchids when I'm repotting, when they come in brand new into the environment, then I will soak them in sea kelp extract. And I will do that 3 waterings in a row. No more than that, but 3 waterings in a row. Now, if I had, I want to just point something else out. If I had soaked this entire plant before putting it in the basket, this root right here, I could easily bend back down into here. I can gently kind of get it moving. It also has already broken right here, so we're going to see what happens. We are going to see what happens to this plant. Orchids are a lot more forgiving than we actually give them credit for. Okay, I think that will look good. So let's just pour this bark in here. And I do need to take my fingers and push it towards the back here so that it will get underneath this section over here. Oops. Now, I could set this plant back easily. This is a bifoliate cattleya. Bifoliates do not like to be repotted. You repot them when they have green root tips. So I do have some green root tips growing out of here. We had some. That is probably just going to lose that root altogether. And so hopefully we're going to hope for the best in doing this. This one here has new root tips growing on it. I could repot this one at this time now. And I might do that a different day. I'm just going to pack this in really tight. Don't know if right now I might go ahead and get a rhizome clip. If it's probably not going to fit. Those are designed for plastic pots and clay pots. So I'm going to have to devise another way to tie this plant in to the basket. I don't want my plant, and I think for right now, it's going to feel secure. When you're repotting your plants, little tip, if you'll take your pot and shake it and watch the rhizome. And if your rhizome shakes a lot, your plant is not going to be happy in the pot that you just put it in, and it's not going to feel secure, and it will abort those roots, and it just won't thrive very well. And right here, I can press down, and I've got a little bit of space right there. So I'm going to pack some more of this bark in here. I'm going to pack it in pretty good, pretty tight, as tight as I can get it in here. And I've got plenty of room for the plant to grow. I can also, right now I'm just going to sit it on the grow shelf. But I could also put some eye hooks into the 4 corners of the cork and be able to attach a hanging hanger or any type of hanging apparatus that I want to use to hang this up. I think in my grow space right now, this is going to be fine to just sit it on the bench like this or the shelves that I have. Okay, that's pretty good packed in there. And what I am going to do is, we're not wobbling too much. These right here are wobbling because they're up above the media here, and that will be fine. I do believe that will be just perfectly fine. And the only other thing I can think of that I could do to tie this down is I put 2 little eye hooks right here and then just run a wire right through here and see if I can't get this tied down any. If I come up with a wire clip, kind of like a U-shaped clip, I might be able to just press it down right here into the bark, and that would also work in securing the plant. But I'm done. That is as simple and as fast as you need to take on repotting an orchid. Just have your mix already mixed up and you're done. And this is BC Teresa Ritchie. And hopefully this will do good. I probably, whatever bucket I've got that this will fit down into, then I'm going to set this down in it, let it soak in sea kelp extract. So you should be good to go. So if you would, please like, subscribe, share this video. It really helps my channel grow. Also, if you have any comments, any questions, put them down below in the comments and I'll get back to you. Until next time, guys, happy orchid growing. Bye.